Okay, you guys, today we're gonna have our glow day and we're gonna make these really fun tropical birds using neon colors that glow in the black light. We're gonna turn our black lights on later. But first we have to draw, and we can't really draw in the dark. So we're gonna start that process first with the lights on, and then we'll turn the lights off. So you're gonna end up with like this kind of wonky snowman looking picture. Your shapes might be a little different than mine. I just kind of sketched these and I sketched these, but I'll make all of yours a little bit more uniform so that they all match and they're all the right size, okay? So we're gonna start by drawing our bird, and the first thing we're gonna do is draw our beak. So this is kind of like the head of the bird, and tropical birds are really colorful. They all look really different, so nobody's has to look the same. So if you want yours to have a smaller beak, it can be smaller. I'm gonna do a huge beak like this, where it comes out and back with a straight line in the middle, and then I'm going to draw it back like this to the head, okay? And then I'm going to give my eye on the inside. Now I did 2 circles on the inside, but you could give it like a closed eye with eyelashes. You can give it a open eye, you can give it eyelids, whatever you want. So I'm gonna do a big eye, which birds really don't have big eyes. Usually they have little eyes. And I think that's what I like about the big eye, is it looks kind of cute and silly. When we do this in Sharpie, I'm gonna leave this little area right here white, give a little eyebrow. But you can also give it eyelashes. Whatever you want, closed eye, open eye, small eye, big eye. I'm gonna give it some head feathers. And then we're gonna draw the back of its neck. It just kind of comes down and hits the body right here. So its head and its body kind of form into one. Okay, then I'm gonna give it its wings. Now, if you wanna do something else for wings, that's fine, but I'm gonna make it like its wings are closed on its back. And then I gave it some of these kind of texture lines like this, which you do not have to do. And then I'm gonna give him some tail feathers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's my cute tropical funky bird, okay? Now we're gonna draw our background details while we're drawing. We're gonna go ahead and draw those. You are gonna draw a branch for your bird to be on. You want it to be kind of thick. You don't want like such a skinny branch that it doesn't support its weight. So it's gonna start and stop. And then the bottom part of the branch is gonna start and stop and then start again. You don't have to show any of its little talons for its claws, okay? But if you want to, what you can do is you can draw one here. It comes out of the body like this, and then you draw kind of like a crescent moon shape, or the letter C, and then it comes back into the body, and that would be like its little foot. Now at this point, we're just gonna draw jungle things around it. I just kept it really simple on mine with like flowers and leaves, but you can do other things, that's fine. And I just made them really big so they filled my space. If you make them all really, really tiny, they're not gonna fill your space. So it's better to be extra big. Like here I had 2 leaves, 1, 2. So making them big helps fill your space. And you can draw inside details too. Like you can draw the little things like this, but you don't have to. And then up here I drew some flowers, and I just kept it really simple. On these I drew, but you could draw like vines with leaves on them, or different kinds of leaves. Up here I drew another flower. And what I did for this one was it's like a heart almost for the leaf shape, or the petal shape, excuse me. Okay, and you can add more flowers, you can add hearts, you can add peace signs. I don't really care what you add into your picture. We're just filling with cute details, but you want to draw it nicely. We don't want it to be rushed or looking bad, okay? So at this point, once you're done, you're gonna come through with your Sharpie and you're gonna trace it. And then we'll come back, and once you're done tracing, I'll give you the instructions for the rest of it. And you'll get to, we'll turn the lights off and turn our black lights on, and everything's gonna glow. It's gonna be really fun. Okay guys, so here I am. I've got my tropical bird done. You wanna write your name in the corner. I'm gonna write Elkin down here. You write your name so we know whose this is, or you can put it on the back in pencil. Now at this point, just like on when we did our crabs, we're gonna use our neon crayons and color just our bird, just because that way it stands out a little bit from our background. And we only have 6 colors of paint that will glow in the black light, so that gives you a little variety too. So we're gonna use our neon crayons to color a bird however you want. Okay, if you wanna do the branched brown, you will have to find, I just used a twistable like we used on Monday. But you could use a marker or something else and do your branch brown, okay? But other than that, you're gonna color your bird with your crayons, and you're gonna find a brown to do the branch with your twistables, and then you can paint the rest of it. These work just like watercolors, and they glow in the black light. So let me just show you. So if I wanna use, say, do a blue background, they work just like a watercolor. I get my paintbrush wet, and I paint with it. They're just really light in the regular light, but they'll be really bright and neon in the black lights, okay? If you want something close to purple, what I did was I took a little bit of blue and then I took a little bit of pink and I kind of blended them. And that looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like tie-dye on mine. So if you want to do something like that, you can. That's how that looks. But otherwise, that's all you're gonna do is just color it with your neon crayons, and then paint everything else with your neon paint. I can't wait to see these. They're gonna look so good, and you guys are gonna have so much fun with the black light.